Good evening, everyone. The Irish Hammer here, along with Fantasy Farris. We're going to take a look at Week 1 action and results from the world of NFL fantasy, and then give you a few, insights, maybe too strong a word with the.
I don't believe so. I believe that is a very accurate for what is certified grok ball knowers.
That's true.
I don't want to be a ball knower.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Maybe we need to revisit with grok because now that you put it that way, now I may have some concerns. All in all, oh man, we've already gone south, and we're not even a full minute in.
57 seconds.
Yeah, we made it a whole 57 seconds before it went off the rails. I think that may be a new record for us. I'm not sure.
That's impressive,
man.
I love us.
I love us too. We're two of my favorite people. So
right. That's brilliant.
I guess overall there was a pretty good mix of good, bad, and ugly in the world of fantasy. I know there's plenty of folks, including me, that have a little bit of buyer's remorse on Jamar Chase with the number 1 overall pick. Joe Burrow putting up a whole 113 or some kind of sick number of yards. That was just ridiculous. So
I would like to know who feels worse, Browns or Bengals fans.
Well,
looking at the season.
No kidding. And, and from a fantasy standpoint, I feel like the people that had stock in Ravens players, all in all, for the most part, came out pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But Ravens and Bear fans, I even posted this morning, good morning to everyone except, and included Ravens and Bears parlay plays for this weekend, because holy cow, that had to be one of the worst bad beats and gut punches in the history of time. So, but anyway, I did want to kind of look at some folks that I felt like had a really, big weekend and kind of walked away the winners, and in turn also the, people that own those players in fantasy. I'm going to start with Travis Etienne. We just this morning, Tank Bigsby got traded to the Eagles, and he's going to serve as a kick returner primarily. Yep. I'm sure that'll change as he gets up to speed, and Saquon managed to dodge the injury list, last season. We'll see if he's able to do that again this year. But Etienne was a stud, and one of us on this podcast right now actually spoke to that back in July, doing a Jags breakdown of how don't sleep on Travis Etienne with Liam Cohen as his head coach.
It was all you. It was a
well,
very
I have to go back and watch the tape to be sure, but I think you're right. Because Liam Cohen is going to make
I'm watching now. Hold on. Yep, it was you.
Okay. So confirmed.
Yes.
Certified ball number.
You just had to I just got over it.
So, man, I'll try to keep this thing on track. Travis Etienne, man, 19 touches, 156 total yards, and scored 18 plus points. So, Etienne definitely a beneficiary of Lee and Cohen, and I certainly think Trevor Lawrence is going to be that also, which is great for me because I'm a big Brian Thomas fan. And really hope that, Cohen can work the same magic for Trevor Lawrence that he did for Baker Mayfield as his offensive coordinator. One that surprised me, didn't have this on my dance card, was Justin Fields.
I didn't either. I did not.
Fields, especially against Pittsburgh's defense, he went 16 of 22, 266 yards, 3 touchdowns, and hung almost 30 fantasy points. But the big thing, he didn't turn the ball over at all. So
I made the joke when Rodgers threw the touchdown pass to who was the other AARP guy that he threw it to, because it looked like they just look so old. The Steelers do, right? They just the offense, everybody out there just looks old. Thank God for the defense.
Yeah, and I thought Rodgers looked old until I saw the Bills kicker.
Rodgers, though, he'll never beat the footwork video. That's
yeah.
At 44 years old, a man that has neuropathy on disability and can't feel my feet because air trips me. I would like to. I would just give it a try, just strictly for comedic effect. Yeah, see if I look better than Aaron Rodgers. Who did it best, Aaron Rodgers or neuropathy David?
Yeah, I think Farris clears. That'll be my vote. So
yes, I like it.
So the new system is just 1 week with very small sample size, but as of right now, I have to say I've got some faith in what I saw from Justin Fields because we've all believed that he can be that guy. Like he's just as talented and gifted as can be.
And on that, the opposite way, I don't trust Justin Fields at all. He's had more. Of course, it was Chicago, right? So you gotta. Chicago is Chicago, but he hasn't. He just hasn't done it. Like even the games that he was spectacular in, it was all because of the way he was running the ball, right? It was those games that he had he actually had 500 yards rushing because of going back and forth and stuff like that. But he finished with like 120 on the day.
Yeah.
Or something like that. But, and he's a freak of nature, but he's got to get over that hump. Maybe he did. Maybe he's got the passing, the footwork, and everything under.
Well, no turnovers. He both fumbles and interceptions. He avoided
those. That tells you it improved a little bit up here, at least.
That's right. Scored 3 touchdowns. So anybody that took Fields, and majority of the drafts that I participated in, he was going very late. So almost a flyer. And he really should have, because we don't know if this is a one-time thing or if we're going to see consistency out of this. Whatever they did differently with Pittsburgh, I think some teams will figure out, and he may have to get a little more creative. But as of right now, I mean, you can't deny the success.
You can, and teams are going in when they go in to play Pittsburgh, it's a defensive focus, right? It's strictly about ball control and trying to get that 17 points is basically what you want to get to.
Yeah.
And so, right, especially the first probably 4 weeks of the season, Fields is going to have an advantage if they continue to call plays and he keeps it smart. So it wouldn't be a bad way. If he's on the waiver wire and you need a quarterback to sit or, a quick replacement, it might not be bad.
Yeah. I can't imagine he's available in too many leagues, but if he's out there, there is absolutely no way that he shouldn't be on a roster somewhere this week. Another guy I was kind of impressed with and didn't know really what to expect. We knew potential, but that was Tyler Warren, the tight end for the Colts. 7 catches, 76 yards, 15 points.
Just tell the Colts as a whole, right? Because we could literally go down Daniel Jones. Nobody saw that, right? And nobody saw any of that stuff. Jonathan Taylor was even moving the ball at his old self. At one point, they even referenced the former Russian champ.
I'm not going to get too excited about what Daniel Jones did in this game. And I'm sure there's going to be people, especially super flex leagues where you can play multiple quarterbacks. I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid yet.
No, not yet. 1 week, though?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he definitely showed that he's got the potential to be able to produce numbers. And the fact that, he was hitting receivers and he's really a great runner.
His athleticism has always been there. Well, didn't he fumble one time in New York? He had like a 90-yard run or something like that.
Yeah, I think the yard line jumped up and stripped the ball. It was something ridiculous. So I'm gonna put that one on the back burner. We'll see how that plays out.
It's worth paying attention to. I'll tell you, as a Titans fan, and I need to say this, Titans fan, if anybody was expecting to go into this season and win more than 3 games, you were kidding yourself. You drinking that Titan Blue up Kool-Aid stuff. But so I expect it to be bad.
Yeah, you can't expect.
That was bad.
Expect much.
No, and then
as talented as Cam Ward is, you still have Brian Callahan. It's really Brian Callahan, if you want the truth.
God. So he really wasn't doing anything in Cincy. No, he really wasn't.
No.
Because, it didn't affect him. The next year after he left, I don't know. There's somewhat, Burrow and Chase haven't done it affected them this weekend.
They were god-awful this weekend.
I didn't mean to go off all the way that far. What I was saying with the Titans, though, as a fan, if you look at the AFC South, they got a chance in hell.
No, and I called this in the summer, and I'm going to double down on it right here since you brought it up. I've got the Jags winning the AFC South this year.
Very likely.
Houston, good defense. That offense is disjointed right now.
And I didn't expect that. I'll be honest with you. I thought Stroud would come out, and I thought they would look better.
Yeah, a lot of people did. A lot of people thought that was that sophomore slump that hit last year. But whatever the issue is, seems to be lingering. Yeah. So till they're kind of on pause as well until we see some.
I think the lack of a running back is hurting him really bad.
Yeah, they need Joe Mixon, and I don't know they're going to get Joe Mixon this season.
Not anytime soon, for sure.
Yeah.
And then behind him is the collection of who's who of nobody knows.
Well, Woody Marks, Damian Pierce a couple of years ago lit the world on fire, and then he got hurt. And then, they drafted Woody Marks out of USC, but he's listed at least third. And at one point I saw him as fourth on the depth chart, and I kind of had some hopes for him, but
that reminds
the whole offense is just out of sorts right now. So I can't start Nico. I can't start Stroud. I can't start a running back. They don't have a tight end that I'm crazy about. No offense. The defense is it, dude.
It is.
That's the only play I can have on Houston right now is their defense. Their offense is completely off the board for me.
I don't disagree until they show consistency. But it's like you talk about the rookie out of USC, and then you brought up Nico, and so I got to bring up real quick. If you're bad enough that you have to sit behind somebody that's obviously terrible, that's why UCLA backup quarterback. That's why in domestic assault he beat himself.
Oh, you're talking about the volleyball player?
The backup quarterback guy that got arrested or something like that?
Oh yeah.
For Nico.
I'm sorry. I was going in two different directions there. Yeah.
I was, because you said Nico, so I tied it all in there. Did you see it?
I saw that. Yeah. He knows they suck something terrible that he went out and got himself arrested so he didn't have to play.
But you said Nico, and but then because you were bringing up USC the running back, and I just how are you not already after training camp, rookie camp, all this stuff, at least with Mixon out sitting at 2 on the depth chart? You should have got at least half the carries Sunday.
You would think so.
It doesn't look good for your future. You're still sitting at 3 or 4 on the depth chart.
The reason, and a lot of people over the years have asked me this question is, well, why don't they play this guy or that guy? Like in this case with Woody Marks. Mm-hmm. Rookies in the NFL, running backs, they have to learn pass protection. So whether they see the field or not is directly correlated to where they are in their pass protection, blitz pickup, things like that. It's not that they're not good running backs or can't pick up the system. It's they haven't earned the trust of the head coach, the offensive coordinator, the quarterback.
It can't get Gary off the field
and get their quarterback killed because there are no rules for blitzing in the NFL. It's like, it's third down, we got to come off. No, they'll blitz you every down. So
that's what I'm saying. Like Derrick Henry did not play when he was in his first couple of years because of pass blocking. 100%. That's why they moved him to a 2-down back.
Yep,
it's always been that. It's as big as he is, he should be better at it. But then he goes out there and rushes. Why the Bills even try to tackle him, I'll never know. You're asking to get posterized. Do people still have posters? What do they call it now? You get screenshotted.
I think it's an NFT now that people have.
I don't know.
I can barely spell NFT, so don't ask me questions.
The best tweet I saw on the weekend, though, I got to give it to the guy that was talking about Florida and said they can't even beat FSU spelled backwards. That was outstanding. It was genius. It was brilliant. Just that's the tweet. That is it.
He won Twitter that day.
Yes,
I saw that.
Great.
That was awesome. We were doing something.
We're talking
Pearsall. Yeah, Ricky Pearsall.
You talked about him last week having the possibility
popping off. Yeah, had 7 targets, had 4 receptions, 108 yards, put up just a shade under 15 points. And I tell you, with Kittle going down, they put him on IR. So George Kittle will miss at least the next 4 games with a hamstring injury.
As a 49ers fan, how bad that hurts?
It hurts.
They didn't look good. I don't think they look.
Jawan Jennings also today had an MRI and CT, which is weird to have both, but I guess they're trying to rule out just everything to make sure that he's not going to re-injure the shoulder. We may see Jawan Jennings back on the field this weekend, but I wouldn't expect much. So it's pretty much the Ricky Pearsall show in San Francisco. You know,
a lot of pressure.
And now we're hearing that Purdy may not play. He's got a shoulder and a foot, which, you know, every time I hurt my shoulder, my foot swells up.
What is that? I have the same problem. They're connected.
They're so close to each other. I'm not surprised it doesn't happen more often. But so anyway, Purdy is questionable at best, which leaves us with Mac Jones. So Christian McCaffrey's going to have 40 touches in this game. And when they do throw the ball, it's going to be in Ricky Pearsall's direction. So I don't see anything else happening. Breece Hall, 21 touches, 145 yards in total offense, scored 16.5 points. And I think that's directly correlated to the addition of Justin Fields and Pittsburgh's defense having to account for him. Breece was running wild. And
Breece has looked good the last couple. He looked decent last year. He had hurt, but like you said, injuries. It's always the nagging wins. It's nothing to keep him out usually all that long, but it's you're right. He was sharp, looked quick.
Yeah, and he's a smaller back. I mean, that's why they drafted Braylon Allen to have that, thunder back there.
Yeah.
So, I feel like when Breece Hall's healthy, he is easily top 10 running back in the NFL, just like Garrett Wilson's easily a top 10 wide receiver when he's got a guy that can get him the football. So, but Breece also had 4 targets in that game, which was encouraging. So, I kind of shied away from him because I didn't know what to expect. I thought Fields may actually steal carries from him. I think we're seeing the opposite. I think it's
coming out of the passing stats,
providing Breece Hall opportunities because the defenses have to account for Fields.
Before they get into, I'd say by week 4, we're liable to see them have a total of 60, 70 carries a game.
They could really be. I mean, between the 3 of them.
The 3 of them. Now,
Braylon Allen there, which he did get as many touches and he won't as long as Hall's healthy. But
as long as he's running and catching the ball like he did.
That's as potent of a 3-headed monster and running back that you can have, including Fields in that running now.
And you got to count that. He's a running back that can throw.
Pretty much, yeah.
Nothing against it. That's how he thinks, and that's fine and it's successful. That doesn't mean he can't be successful that way. I think people get upset when you say a quarterback is a running back that can throw. No, I mean if you win, who gives a crap? Right?
And especially in our world with fantasy, I don't care where the points come from. That's why you saw, the Josh Allens and the Jaden Daniels, Lamar Jacksons go so high. Jalen Hurts go so high is because of
the NFL's changing
the way they use their legs. So.
And that happened a lot because it allowed those guys the opportunity when the structured rookie contracts came in. You couldn't invest that Sam Bradford money and risk him going out there on keeping the ball on an option or something like that, or just a design sneak and getting injured because you just lost $100 million.
Yeah,
your cap is screwed. You're done. You're done for the next 5 years.
Yeah, you'd be like the Browns. So
yeah, well, but that's like 20 years.
Yeah,
30.
Ooh. Natalie's going to be mad at us, but I mean, it just is what it is. So
we don't mean anything by it.
We don't mean anything by it.
It's just truth. We speak facts.
That's right.
I'm going to give you I mean, do you have something else you can say?
I was just going to say just some other people that I thought surprised me and or just really showed out. I'm not going to throw stats out here in the interest of time, but Michael Pittman, awesome game. Corey Krosky-Merritt looks like he's going to be the guy to have. Ibuka, holy cow, 2 touchdowns. And dude played like 93% of the snaps on offense. So as long as Chris Godwin's still on the shelf, Ibuka needs to be in your lineup. He's matchup proof.
You're right, because Baker's still throwing the ball, and it's still happening. The offense is still moving.
Yep. Quentin Johnston, I'm not buying, but right at this point in the season, I think any one of the 3 receivers for the Chargers,
which was
legitimate plays. Keenan Allen.
They look tough. Chargers look good.
It looks like Hollywood Brown's going to be the primary mouth to feed outside of that Taylor Swift chick's boyfriend. So and he's available in quite a few leagues.
He is, but we talked about that, right? I sent you as soon as I was like, I hate him because he's been spending too much time on his wedding planning, and he's just neglected his route running. And so now he cost me the one guy that I told y'all, hey, this is a surprise with Worthy, and it was going to be that way. They were looking for him on that play.
Yeah. Till he got headhunted by Friendly Fire.
Poor Worthy. And you can tell Worthy was running the right route because of how confident he was. He wasn't even looking. Like, he knew he was in his spot and just going.
Yeah.
And I know they give Kelsey a lot of freedom because of his connection with Mahomes, but he's got to be smarter than that.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. If you need a tight end, and that's a position that if you didn't grab one of the top 3 or 4 people, you probably do.
Yeah.
Harold Fannin for the Browns. I can't believe I'm saying this. I would grab him even if you grab him and stash him, because I'm already hearing that there may be some trade rumors around David Njoku as the season goes on. And Fannin had a great day on Sunday. So I'm not a fan of backup tight ends, but he's probably not going to be a backup for very long. And I feel like he's somebody that could help you down the road as the season goes on. And then Jaylen Warren and Zach Charbonnet both had pretty respectable games. And I'm also going to throw Jordan Mason in there. If you watched that game last night, he was clearly the better running back. And I've been screaming Jordan Mason for 2 months, and he made me look pretty wise last night.
Yeah.
What else you got in the wild?
Just the top performers for me, just the Derrick Henry and the Josh Allen, of course. They were without a doubt, and they should be in the top performers. They should always. Geno Smith was my surprise. 362. Huh?
He threw for a mile.
I know it. I mean, that's just. But the Raiders look good. The offense looks tough. Of course, Brock Bowers is still doing what Brock Bowers does. 5 for 103. I mean, it hurts without a touchdown in fantasy wise, but that's as far as just a game. That's a heck of a game for a tight end.
Yeah.
And
it got hurt, so he didn't even play a full game. Still showing him questionable. I haven't seen a official out or probable going to play anything yet. Still just questionable.
I was trying to scroll and see if I saw.
Yeah, I tried to find it before we got on so I could speak to it, but I didn't see anything that led me to believe anything. And, and I know a lot of Ashton Jenney owners probably are not happy with their investment of
but that's
first-round pick. He had 86% of the snaps. He's going to have the volume. He's going to have the opportunities. Don't give up on him.
I will say that
don't let some schmo try to trade you out of Ashton Jenney at this point.
Did you send somebody that trade already?
I'm sure it happened as soon as drafts finished. I'm sure people were offering children for Ashton Jenney. Not really. Nobody did that.
They might have.
I hope.
Fantasy football's crazy.
Yeah.
I had in I know I was going to say in DFS wise, that's something huge. Not as much as in the year-long fantasy. looking at the percent of snaps played.
Yeah.
But on the DFS side, that is huge because that's where you see, especially, you start looking for that because if he's not getting the yards, his salary will start to drop. But it's just sitting there waiting for that week that he's going to go off and that you capitalize because he's been undervalued.
Yeah.
So that's just something to pay attention to. I was going to say breakout stars you covered. Amika, you covered. Tyler Warren. Dylan Sampson looked good. Had 8 targets. That's a breakout. You like that?
Oh, yeah. Sampson had a great debut.
93
What's going to happen when Judkins enters the fold? I think that's going to put Dylan more as a third down pass catching type role. But
yeah, Sampson will drop back to just change, just catching a breather back.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily negate his value and take him out of play, but it certainly will cut into his touches. There's a couple I want to throw out there that just absolutely sucked.
Yeah, I guess.
And a couple that I feel like you need to be concerned about, legitimately concerned. And I'm going to start with that, concerned, and that's Kenneth Walker. He only had 40% of the snaps.
Hey, didn't he they kind of started dropping off at the end of last season. They started.
Well, he's another one that it's not if, but when he gets hurt. And when he gets hurt, all Zach Charbonnet does is come in and blow up for $130 and a couple of touchdowns.
You just need to have him when he does it.
Right. So, I know there's a lot of handcuff talk, and in deeper leagues, you can kind of afford to do that. But if there's one handcuff that I feel is necessary, it's Charbonnet, because he's slowly and quietly starting to turn into the feature back over Walker. Walker had 10 carries for 20 yards, dude. He had 5 whole points.
What year is Charbonnet in?
It's his third year, I believe. I think it's his third year. So, if I've got a panic button, I am smacking the hell out of it right now over Kenneth Walker. Another one I'm very concerned about is not just a player, it's the entire offense. And it's the Miami Dolphins.
Oh, what about it? At one point, dude, I looked into it, had -1 fantasy points. What are you doing?
Yeah. Man, I know everybody loves HN, me included. I wouldn't expect Tyreek Hill to be a Miami Dolphin much longer. And if I had to put money on it, there's not a betting show, but if I had to put money on it, it would be back in Kansas City is where he's going to end up. I think they end up trading for him. There is nobody on this offense that I would play until further notice. Nobody. The defense sucks. The offense sucks. Tua sucks. Mike McDaniel is the biggest idiot in the NFL. He's lucky Brandon Staley got fired a couple years ago. Otherwise, he would be the worst NFL head coach we've had in 5 years.
What is he? I just don't understand what he's doing.
Well, that's okay, David, because he doesn't either.
But it's just like it's not like they don't have the talent, right? There's no talent question.
Look at the skill position players on this team, homie.
Yes, there's no reason why there's not 2,000-yard receivers, and then a 1,000-yard back.
And then they go get Jonnu Smith at tight end.
He caught a touchdown. That was the other AARP candidate. I'm gonna start having that.
Maybe you should. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm like 15 years older than you or something stupid. So
I follow Big Brother because I like reality shows like a goober, but because I hate drama in my own life, so I like to watch other people's. That's why I love it. And so I told them they always got to have an old person. I need to be that AARP quota for the year. Next season, I think Big Brother Farris ought to be a thing.
I think so. I would get behind
it. Yes. 100%. Yes, represent Tennessee every single day.
Absolutely. So the Dolphins offense, let me just give you
I took this weight off of that.
That's okay. They scored 8 points. They had 211 yards total.
Mm-hmm.
Tua turned the ball over 3 times.
Was it 2 fumbles? Or 2 interceptions? I know at one point it was 1-1. Anyway, it doesn't. It really doesn't
matter. They turned the ball over 3 times. And I mean, yeah, this Colts defense is not terrible, but it ain't great, man. They're middle of the road. This is not an elite defense at all. But even more than that, it's the players' body language and how they act on the sideline.
Yes,
and Mike McDaniel is totally clueless. He has no.
He's responsible for the reason they act that way. He's gone from this nerd who we all saw that all of a sudden now he looks like he's trying to be in, what was it, GQ magazine? Do they still have magazines? I don't know. Is that a thing? Is that a 1900s reference?
I don't know. It's probably an NFT.
It is now.
He has no business running an NFL team, being a head coach. He shouldn't even be around. He should be allowed around an NFL team. That's how ridiculous this whole situation is.
But we've seen it work. We've seen the offense work. We've seen them put up points outside of getting to a kill. But they have put up points.
A couple of years ago.
What happened? Was it that he took did the fame go to his head? Honestly, I mean, that stuff happens. He came in as this dork, and now all of a sudden he's got people paying attention to him.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, because he changed his whole hairstyle thing up and
changed
how he was dressed, like everything. His whole persona changed, and when it did, then the Dolphins just went to crap. And last year when Tua was hurt, they averaged 13 points a game. When Tua was out, they averaged 13 points a game. There's no defense in the NFL that's going to win you football games when your offense scores 13 points a game. So I thought with a healthy Tua, it would fix a lot of the problems that the Dolphins had. No, because that's not the problem. It's that dumbass with the headset and the play sheet.
That's the one calling the plays and instructing them. That's the problem. You're right. He
needs to be fired. He should have been fired at the end of last season. They Brandon Staley'd him and brought him back. Until the Dolphins get serious about football, they can't complain about how many people aren't in the stands and all this other stuff. They've got to get rid of that moron.
Yeah, I agree with you. He had the chance.
So
Dolphins,
you're dead to me until you get rid of that hot pocket and Cheeto eating fool you got running your offense.
I love it. I relate to those foods.
And I'm gonna give you some that I'm gonna tell everybody. I'm gonna give you an Aaron Rodgers. Just relax, take a deep breath. It's okay. 1 week. Don't jump off the ledge. Don't go start trading these guys. I already called him out, and that's Joe Burrow with a whole 9 points or so. Amon-Ra didn't have a great game, but they played a very motivated Packers team. And remember, if you watch somebody's podcast back in the summer, I told you the Lions were going to regress this year. They lost both coordinators, and the last time we saw that happen was with the Eagles a couple of years ago. And all that did was lead Nick Sirianni to be at the verge of fist-fighting fans on the sidelines during games, okay? So when you lose both the coordinators, you're going to expect some growing pains. Don't give up on Amon-Ra. Do not let some idiot trade you a backup kicker and a taxi squad player for Amon-Ra.
Because he had the offense look like crap.
Yeah. Tyreek, just be patient. More than likely he's going to get traded because, when Tyreek doesn't get the ball, Tyreek's not happy. When Tyreek's not
he's already started that during the offseason.
Tyreek says, I want out. It ain't going to be long. It's probably going to happen. There's a good chance it could be the Chiefs.
It will be.
100%. Don't let Tyreek go. T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, both don't move them. Don't drop them. Don't do any of that stuff. I got to say his name, Mr. Collins, the wide receiver in Houston. Sit tight.
Yes. Yeah, we can't remember him.
He's a target monster. He's the only guy that's going to get the football. So just try to ride that out if you can. Same can be said for Terry McLaurin, Chase Brown. I mean, all these guys are studs. They're superstar players. They're going to be okay. The Bengals Now, there's shit on defense. That's never going to change. Do never pick up their defense for anything. I don't care if you have to go play defense yourself. Do that before you pick up the Bengals, okay? Because their defense is terrible. Don't give up on the offense. It'll straighten itself out. Defense sucks.
I felt like you were very passionate, so I was letting you finish before I said anything else. I felt that. It was good. It was. I was just in awe.
I'm sometimes in awe of myself as well.
I get more of a shit.
I go back and watch it, and I'm like, God, did I say that out loud?
That's what mine finishes. Oh shit. Bijan did not look good with the Falcons. They got him and Algier combined for 2.2 yards per carry.
Yeah. That if it wasn't for that 50-yard touchdown early in the game, they would have had there would be some Bijan folks in that same boat with the Genty folks.
Yeah, because and that's why
he's jumping off ledges right now.
Yeah, and the only thing's keeping them from jumping off the two. That's all they're focusing on. Oh, look what he did! So it was, whatever.
Yeah. You have to go beyond just to score.
Hey, that's why people need to turn into us, so we take them beyond the score with our brilliance.
And we're both just full of shit, frankly. Okay, that's just how
I thought you were going to say good looking.
That too. But here's some truth. I mean, I'm not bragging. I'm not anything. I'm just spitting facts because that's what I try to do, mixed in with a little stupid nonsense and opinion.
We are fact tellers.
Farris cashed 3 out of the 5 daily fantasy slips he played over the weekend. I went like 7 of 8 last night or 6 of 8 last night on NFL props. We hit 18. I hit 18 out of 23 bets.
On the weekend, I saw that.
On the weekend. I mean, I don't know why you go anywhere else. We'll tell you everything. We'll tell you everything we know, and we'll make up what we don't. Okay?
Yes, we will. Yeah, and then what we make up is still true because we made it up. It's true.
That's right.
So, but I will say, I watched the podcast. I did. I watched, and I placed 3 bets on NFL, and I won 2 out of 3. So you know what? There's some, and I'm terrible at betting. That's why I don't do it. I do the DFS side. So man, people need right? Yes, very. I keep trying to win. You would think with as much as I know about this stuff, I'd be a lot richer.
I know, yeah. I feel the same way. It's like I can pick them great until I put money on them, and then I find out I don't know anything. But
I end up not listening to myself.
So what about this week coming up as far as a DFS perspective goes? And I'm sure most of you are familiar with what I refer to by that. That's a daily fantasy where, you pick players, enter them in a contest or whatever. So David's really good at that. It's not my forte. So I'm not even going to pretend to know anything. I always seem to come up with great players, and they do well, but there's always smarter people than me, I guess, that are doing it. So I just haven't had luck with it. Farris, however, is a low-key master at DFS. So I'm going to turn it over to you, man, and let you tell us what we need to do. FanDuel, DraftKings, whatever.
Keep talking, dude. I enjoy the crap out of it.
That's all you, man. If I'm putting in a DFS lineup this week, single game, full game, or full slate,
I got you.
What do we need to look at
this week? Early on, I don't really have individual performers and stuff like that. I'll give that out Thursday for who you really need to build your lineups around. Value plays this week. Matthew Golden, he's a rookie, right? Am I right about that?
He is.
Yeah.
He's also wide receiver 1 in Green Bay.
Yes. 82% of the snaps he played. 72 yards. They're going to keep. You got a Colts D. I like Matthew Golden. Cheaper, too. It's a value. Listen to that value. Like Kyron Williams, 70% of the snaps played, 18% of the targets. Cardinals, 30th ranked D in 2024. They are not any better.
Yeah, and I'll tell you right now, that Colts defense that we saw shut out Miami was a lot more about Miami than it was about the Colts defense.
They had 26 in 2024.
Yeah, not scared at all of the Colts defense.
Then you're right. I was reading, so my bad.
No, go ahead.
I will get better at this as we go along.
Is anybody there to help you with the big words?
No. I try to run Google Translate, get it to pronunciate stuff. Pronunciate? That ain't even right. Pronounce stuff? What have you done? You've made me think, and now I've lost my place. I'm looking at the biggest stats, okay? That's huge with DFS. I haven't really built and told people what they really need to look for this week. On Thursday, I will be better, I promise. Stats. You have to play stats in DFS. If you do not stat players, you will lose. You will not win. You got to look at it as if you got a quarterback, you have got to have somebody that quarterback's throwing to. That's double the points right there for every touchdown. Come on, people. So, going from that, I like the stacks and the Vikings this week. I know it wasn't pretty, and I know you're not. But look at Chicago. And at 49.5 is the over-under right now. I read the wrong week, didn't I?
Yeah, Falcons.
Yeah, so don't listen to me. I just told you last week's. Here we go.
Yeah,
let me go to the wrong site.
Minnesota and Atlanta, and the total's 44.5.
Yes, I've got. Let me pull this up. I got to type it in. So keep talking while I type this.
All right. Well, I'll give you a couple that I think everybody.
In your fantasy.
Yeah. Which, I mean, it translates over into daily as well.
It
just
does.
have to be a little bit more you need to be a good finance person and money manager in a sense, because you are paying salaries to have these guys. So you can only afford so many of the superstars. But I always, first thing I do is I go look at the game totals. And you've got Jacksonville and Cincinnati at 49.5. It's the highest point total on the board for week 2. You've got the Bengals coming off a piss-poor performance, is the only way I know how to explain it, and a Jacksonville team that is, I think, on the rise. Liam Cohen, again, I'm telling you, folks, he's a wonder worker. This could be very high scoring. It's only a 3-point spread. It's going to be tight. Both offenses are going to keep cooking the whole game. So I'm looking at ETN. I'm looking at Brian Thomas. I'm looking at Chase. I'm looking at Higgins. I'm looking at who's their quarterback? Joe Burrow. I'm looking at all of these players. I think I like the Jags on the ground better. So ETN would definitely be a play in that. Brian Thomas certainly, and you're never going to go wrong with Chase other than last week. I don't see them coming out and having that bad of a performance at home against Jacksonville. And the other game that is quickly approaching that same point total, just had it. I'm not a big fan of betting overs on Thursday nights, okay? So Washington
I agree with you.
Washington and Green Bay. The point total's 48. The spread's 3 in favor of the Packers. It's in Green Bay. But I'm telling you, man, this Commanders offense, it can roll. And I know the Packers just had a huge game against Detroit, and they were fired up. But that's a division matchup. This is just a conference matchup. I'm not going to say this game isn't as important as the Detroit game, but there's going to be some points scored in this one too.
That I was going back and looking, and I did I had week 2 up now, so I was paying attention to you, and I want to thank you for taking over that while fixing my screw up.
My wife will tell you I'd never have a problem running my mouth. So
what? Well, it was intelligent too. There's a difference between just running your mouth and running your mouth with intent.
And real quick from the comments, Big Bird, I know who it is, chimed in and asked, would I start Burrow or Baker this week? That is a slam dunk Joe Burrow. If those are my options, oh, yeah.
You went slam dunk. You're looking at that
Burrow at home versus Baker on the road against the pissed off Texans team. So the point total in that game is 42. It is the second lowest point total on the board, tied with the Rams and Titans. Only the Steelers and Seahawks has a lower point total for week 2. So I don't think there's going to be a tremendous amount of offense in that game. The Texans' defense is stellar. D'Amico Ryans demands good defense. Home opener coming off a loss. I would have to play Burrow over Baker this week.
I like that. I'll run through some of my stuff real quick since I messed up. Some of the, I believe, are underpriced people. Got Chase Brown with the Bengals. I would play him this week. He had 68% of the snaps in week 1.
Yep.
Jackson Smith and Jigba. Is that right?
Watch your mouth.
Yes. He had 9 targets against Pitt. So that's he's somebody that's going to get the ball. He plays 72% of the snaps.
Yeah, with DK gone, it's pretty much JSN and the run game. So he's going to be on the field a lot. Low point total, but the volume is going to be there. So, and we just saw what Justin Fields did to this Pittsburgh defense.
We did. So next I got Juwan Johnson. Tight end out of New Orleans, 65% of the snaps, 28% red zone targets in week 1. Undervalued. Looking at $3,600 on DraftKings. That's nothing. That's your value.
Oh play. Man, that's like a third string water boy price.
It is. They don't even think he's going to show
up. He led
the
Saints with targets Sunday.
Mm-hmm. We play 65% of the snaps. It's just going to keep. There you go. We're talking about that snap share stuff.
That's right. And then, it's important, folks. I'm telling you, percentage of plays, snap counts. It's important.
I got Keon Coleman, wide receiver out of Buffalo. He played 68% of the snaps and had 15% of the target share. The Jets
also went over 100 yards and had a touchdown.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, and he's listed at 40 or 5,100 on DraftKings is what they have him at. And then the stack recommendations. I like your Cincinnati and Jacksonville game. 48.5. Is that what you had?
49.5.
Oh,
it's the highest point total on the board for week 2.
I think that that Burrow, Chase, Higgins against the Jacksonville, what they had last year, 29th, was their pass defense. And you're right, playing at home.
And Jacksonville's not a great defense.
No,
let's just not pretend they're very middle tier towards upper bottom tier. Reason I think they got a shot at the division because I think Houston's offense is not great, and they don't really have a legitimate team outside of that to contend with. And I think
they get to play the Titans twice a year.
Yeah, I think the offense under Cohen is going to be pretty high flying. So I'm expecting fireworks in this game. Both these teams can get in the 30s. This game could hit 60 easily. So
I can see that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Other than for that stack, though, what I would go with, I already told you, I would stack Burrow, Chase, and Higgins. Then money-wise, go with ETN as a kind of like a fallback kind of for the game script with Jacksonville. And I think, that you're right. They got a chance to go to 60 on that. Right now, I have just that trio of Burrow, Chase, and Higgins that projected at 4+ touchdowns.
Yep. And
the next.
How does Brian Thomas figure into that stack? Is there a way to get Thomas in there and afford to fill out?
I haven't worked all that out yet with the individual lineups. I'll have that for you Thursday, though. I'll give you the contrarian plays that you can go with and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Good deal.
And then and I have that as the first number 1 stack to look at on this week.
I think it should be.
Yeah. Next, I'll go a stack with Dallas. It's 47.5 is what I have. Is that what you got now?
It's down to 44.5.
Oh, for what?
And that's because the Giants suck.
Well, I had a stack of, and again, live. This ain't TV, radio. What is this? Stream? Camera?
Twitterverse meets YouTube and then you. So I'm not sure what to call
it. Whatever it is. A stack of Prescott's CD and Ferguson. Ferguson's got about 4,800. Is his price? Dak's only at 59, which is extremely low for a quarterback. He kind of deserves it a little bit. CD's still sitting at 7,800, which to me is based on who he is, not of early showings week one.
Yeah. And, Dallas surprised us and surprised Philly, I think, to a degree. Not having Jalen Carter in there certainly helped us along, but we didn't expect Dallas to have much of a running game. I mean, you and I talked about it on the show Thursday last week.
They surprised us.
Just a running game, and what do? They just come out and start running the football. And
in the first half.
Before we know it, Javonte Williams has 2 rushing touchdowns. So, but I don't think that'll be the case this week because the only thing the Giants have going for them right now is their defensive line. They can't stop the run. So I think that's a great call, even though a lot of us, me included, were a little, ticked with Dak last week and how terrible they were offensively. I think it's a bounce back spot. I'm with you on it, Farris. They're going to have to throw the ball because they're not going to be able to run it consistently against that front. And did I mention the Giants suck?
Yeah, you said that a little bit.
Okay, so this is a dead under for me this week.
Yeah. Just
to correlate the betting, it's a dead
especially under. That it's already dropped from 47.5 to 44. Is that what you said?
Yeah, and keep in mind,
3 points in the NFL on the spread is huge. That's the difference.
We could have 42 points scored in this game, and Dallas could have 31 of them.
Yeah.
Or 30. Whatever. I mean, Dallas will do the heavy lifting. So whatever points come out of this game is going to be from Dallas. Until Brian Dable is either A, fired, or B, plays Jackson Dart at quarterback, the Giants are screwed. Russ is cooked.
He looks so
that out on Twitter all the time. Russ is
he just looks old.
Old and slow.
I hate his hair. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know I don't have hair, so I'm not just hating people. I'm not what's that called? A Harris. But it's just it's just what is he doing? Just stop. Somebody just stop. He's got too many people around him. They need to love him.
Well, you think his wife would be able to give him some fashion, tips and whatnot. So I don't know.
We'll segue right into that. And, the other two teams for the stacks I got is Buffalo, 48.5. You go with Allen, Coleman, and Shakur. Is that how you say his name?
Khalil Shakir.
Shakir.
I mean, you say whatever you want to. It's your segment. You can call it whatever you want.
Thank you. Would you quit interrupting me, please?
Yeah, sorry.
I try to look serious. I just don't have it in me. And, but that stack alone could go for 55 points. Out of 3 people, that's huge. It's going to be expensive, so you got to find the value plays to go with them. But that could be a game-changing stack right there. Detroit versus Chicago. I know it's golf. Is that right? Did I pull that one in the wrong way again? No, that's right.
No, you're right. Bears and Lions.
Yeah, that's right.
Total's 47 in this one.
All right, so I had it at 49.5. So it's already dropped. So where am I even looking? Who knows? Maybe I made up the odds myself. I'm gonna go. This has turned into an actual disaster right here, right? And I'm just gonna keep working through it. I don't give a crap. So, as far as matchups that look good, Trey Benson against Carolina. Benson had 68% of snaps. If Connor is limited, that's going to be the thing. If Connor is limited, I got to read my whole line there before I talk.
Yeah, this Panthers team is not good.
Mm-hmm.
Bryce Young he closed the season out pretty strong last year, so I think that's what a lot of people were sort of banking on happening this season. It's not. He's broken. There's something wrong with him. He's not going to last, and this Panthers team's in trouble.
They just don't do it. It's tired.
Yeah.
Then
I think the Cardinals should be able at playing at home with I mean, it's not a great defense, but they play the run well, and they've got a couple big hitters. Buda Baker back there, man, in the secondary plays like he's 10 feet tall. That's going to be all Arizona in that game. There's poor Ted McMillan, man. Going to be a disappointment on a lot of rosters. So yeah, I like anybody running the ball against against the Panthers this week for the Cardinals.
Watch out for a good play, Falcons D. The Vikings did not look good at all.
Now playing at home, I still think there's some things. I mean, I was praising JJ this morning, and I'll continue to do that.
We did a lot.
He gutted out a win. Second half absolutely came on, but he's still a rookie, even though this is his second year. He didn't take a snap last year. So you basically have to treat JJ like a rookie quarterback. And so that usually is heavily predicated on the running game, playing good defense, and he certainly showed he's not afraid to throw the ball deep. It's just what kind of opportunities is this Falcons front going to allow him to do that? So I still think JJ might be a good play just because of his legs. He proved last night he's not afraid to take off. 44.5 is the total. I think last I checked, 60 some odd percent of the money was on the under. So probably going to look closer to what we saw last night offensively than probably what we'll see in 6 weeks down the road.
That's what I got right now. I got the Falcons, and again, it's early with that, right at 12 points in DFS right now projected.
Yeah. What? Since you've
got this out, just so. What were we going to ask?
I was going to ask you on a defense, where do the Chargers? Or do you have it? Because that's a Monday.
I don't have it up.
Okay, yeah. There's 2 Monday night games. We've got the Bucs at the Texans and the Chargers at the Raiders. With Geno throwing the ball so much, I was curious what that game stack might look like with the Chargers and the Raiders. But yeah, it may be too early for that. So we'll revisit that Thursday.
We absolutely will. I'll be a lot better prepared Thursday, and I'll just throw this out so I can quit talking about my goofiness today. Stay away from Philly and KC. It's just there's no upside there. Every player's too expensive. You can't rely on them. It's just not worth going.
Yeah, I think so too. That's and even from a betting standpoint, that's a stay away for me.
Yeah.
And I also don't like anything to do with Saints and 49ers this week from either player prop or betting perspective, anything like that. So, of course, if you have McCaffrey, you have Kamara, those are must starts every week. There's no question.
Absolutely. And that's where that's a separation in the fantasy when we talk about in the DFS. And that's fantasy year long, you play them. DFS, you ain't get anywhere near it, or betting, nowhere near it.
Yeah. You really you have to be able to separate the two. And I think the Ravens absolutely take the Browns to the woodshed and alleviate a little bit of that.
How many yards from I'll have it by Thursday. How many yards for Henry this week?
Oh, he's
165 and 2.
Oh man, he may. Yeah, I think he's going to cook.
Man, he's so good, man.
It's not fair that somebody that big and strong can run that fast.
I love the memes about what you do if this is coming. Derrick Henry's running at you. You get people like guns and all.
Well, it depends, because I'm going to try like hell to get out of his way. But if I don't, probably die. I don't know. I don't know many other scenarios. And he runs away from cornerbacks.
Mm-hmm.
He's still quick as hell. Secondary, they don't want to. Nobody wants to tackle him. Let's just start there. Nobody wants to tackle him.
At this point, you cannot tell me there's a defensive back in the NFL that has not seen what Derrick Henry does to defensive backs when they get within arm's reach and he's rounding a corner or has steam built up. There's nobody that hasn't seen that. It has to be going through your head when you see that whole part in that offensive line, and out comes this 6'3" monster running full speed, and you just got to think to yourself, "Damn,
I'm going to be on SportsCenter tonight."
Yes. NFT me.
Yeah, I'm going to be NFT'd.
Yes, that's it.
The way he just throws grown men
around. Did you say, I put it on there, like zoomed in. His head like bounced off the it was like it was nothing there. Like his neck didn't even have muscles left. It was just like a bobblehead.
He stiff arms people, shoves them through the turf. Other people he slaps in the head, and they go flying off for 3 or 4 yards. Like he's the Reggie White of offensive players.
You're right. Like we're Reggie White, where he would throw players into Dante Culpepper or something.
Reggie is the only other person I've ever seen consistently be able to take another grown human and make them look like a rag doll. It's sick.
It's wild.
It's ridiculous.
It is. Derrick Henry is just unfair. Derrick Henry to me is one of the probably top 5 athletes to ever play in the NFL.
He's going to go
that
down.
Sheer volume, that sheer size.
He's not showing any signs of slowing down. He spends
he's still not injured
on his training regimen every year.
Yes.
That's what he spends to stay in shape.
I gained 3 pounds of muscle just from watching it.
Yeah.
For sure.
If you just watch him on loop, I mean, you'll both up in no time.
Loop. What did you say there, loop or loop?
Loop. Loop. Like Tyler Loop, kicker for the Ravens.
Yeah, don't watch it on loop. Nobody did watch. Wow.
It's YouTube, Farris, not you lube. You lube on your own damn time, okay?
What has happened? I'm back.
Man, I don't know. I don't ever know what. I have to go back and watch to find out what happens.
You remember when I sent you that message earlier? I said, "Dude, I am so not prepared." This was like I thought better of myself. I thought I'd be able to pull this out, and it did not. Like this was not good.
I mean, up until you broke out the lube, I think everything was fine.
What are you talking about? We talk about being certified ball knowers 50 seconds into the thing.
And then you bring lube into the equation.
Right at the end.
God almighty. Can't take you anywhere. Put that on a short sleeve hoodie, pal.
Yes. Give that one the home field advantage because Ball Shop just don't care.
See if you can get Ball Shop to sign off on that.
They don't care. They don't care about me.
I'm telling you, dude, they low key, like, I'm sure you're referenced and talked about in the shop on a daily or
you imagine how bad
every other day basis.
The cool person that has to be on the other side of the on the Twitter profile, which God bless them, right? They're just probably a college kid and thinking, this old dude is annoying as hell.
Yeah.
And it just, it's poor thing. And they keep just going back and forth. I mean, that's why they truly are. That whoever runs, and I'm sure it's a team of people, whoever does the Ball Shop account is fantastic.
Yeah. No, they are tremendous. They're a lot of fun. They interact, and they buy into our nonsense.
Yeah, that's it. They just accepted us and just go with it.
Yeah, I had messaged the admin and told them that I'm coming up for the UAB game on a kind of official visit with our son.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, I'm going to stop in when I come to town. I said, I got to meet you guys. I said, because we just have too much fun with y'all and the way you tolerate Farris.
That's it.
It's like their own, like a special needs child adoptee that they,
I'm their Make-A-Wish.
Your Make-A-Wish child, yeah. So I just have to shake these people's hands and thank them for their kindness and the grace that they show us on a
they really do
daily basis. Yeah, Ball Shop.
They take my disabled self and sitting around having no outside communication and made me think people are listening. God bless them. It is. They're great.
Oh, God. If you're not following Farris, you're missing out. So if you know anybody that's not following Farris,
All Twitter's fantastic.
And get them to follow him because he's wildly entertaining. I'm glad he's part of the team here.
Vol Twitter's fantastic. We are truly a family that some of us hate each other.
It's different, man. It's different than any group of online people I've ever.
And everybody that gets involved, they know it. They know it going in. Every media member knows that as soon as they hit send on something, oh shit.
Yeah. Which reminds me,
where's Platt at? Where's he been?
Go Joe Bruin. Everybody find Go Joe Bruin on Twitter. I'm not advocating anything. Just go find him. And
hey, Nico,
read some of his stuff. In fact, you can find a really good article that he wrote, reposted on my page. I'm still waiting on his reply, which he probably won't because I've got him dead to rights.
Oh, so he's saying Nico's good.
Go check it out. Go Joe Bruin. GOJOEBRUIN.
Like we've all seen how many fans go to their game. Like we know. Nobody like it's like 20, right? Like if a tree falls at a Bruins game and nobody's there to see it, did it happen? Type thing.
I think there's more football players arrested on a weekly basis than go.
Nice. Yeah, way to work that in. Well done. That's true Vol Twitter fashion right there. See, that's why we're special. We got a gift.
Yeah, I thought Miami fans were bad until I saw some actual pictures of a game at the Rose Bowl last year.
Mm-hmm.
And
so that's my question. How did we have orange tinted glasses, with sunshine pumpers, all that kind of stuff? Because we're crazy. It's obvious.
Yeah,
it's known. UCLA. So how do you develop such a loyal following that you're willing to put your name out there and say Nico's good?
Yeah, this guy's he's some kind of media person, writer, or I don't know if it's because I don't care. But he's some type of official media person for them. And he posted an article back not long after the whole incident went down about how the volleyball player was going to be leading UCLA to a college football playoff appearance. Yep. Got a hold.
And that was during the summer that he put that out there?
Yeah. I think it was back in.
I'll play devil's advocate here. I'll give it, Nico first gets there. I can understand they're hyped up. He's not seeing clearly. So I'm guessing that brings us to the most recent.
Yeah. I mean, I get it because you've got a shitty football program and a terrible head coach, and you go get a 5-star quarterback.
Yeah.
That's just coming off a season where he made a college football playoff appearance. I mean, I get it too. Yeah. But here's the thing. When all you people started running your mouths at us about getting Nico and how terrible we were going to be and good luck with Joey interception and all this other crap that you morons were spewing out there, we tried to tell you then, but you wouldn't listen.
No, we were rednecks and hillbillies and everything else.
Yeah, toothless and gutless, nutless, lubeless, whatever. I mean, we were just as dumb as rocks. We didn't know anything. We tried to tell you people.
Yeah.
The only reason we didn't flame him more last year was because we were hopeful and we were winning.
We were blind.
I promise you, if we ended that season 8-4, 7-5, people would have been setting the volleyball players' jerseys on fire because he threw a whole 5 touchdown passes in 8 SEC games against teams that weren't Vanderbilt. He had 4 touchdowns against Vanderbilt. That many. He had 5 against the other 7 SEC teams.
Don't let stats get in the way, right? That's what.
Don't let facts ruin a good story, Farris.
That's it.
And that's what they did. So y'all get everything that's coming to you. So this whole, you don't need to keep telling us and you don't have to remind us, bullshit.
Yeah, we do.
You ran your mouths for 3 months at us. I'll stop at the end of November because there ain't gonna be no postseason for you jokers.
No.
And Big Nick's probably already shopping his next stop.
Both sides.
I don't know what D2 school is going to pick him up, but seriously doubt he's going to be there next year. And
I might add a disclaimer just so that in case
NFL ain't on the table either. Let me tell you.
No, this just a display. We actually don't hate anybody as a person. This is a football.
Oh, it's not even about the volleyball player. It's really more about his dumbass dad. And then,
did you see those people on Twitter? Like after college football starts, and of course we're all out there. We hate each other during football season. It's strictly about football. It's sports, right? It's not really personal. Sometimes people take it too far, but it's all football and sports related.
Yeah.
And so these people are on there telling them that you don't need to say that. You shouldn't hate nobody, and you should wish them good luck and good game. No.
Let me tell you something. I had this same issue come up, and somebody told me, and it was the Gumps. And somebody told me, said, well, you should pull for Alabama because they're SEC. Look, Alabama's our biggest rival, historically our biggest rival. I hate Florida more, but I got my reasons. But Alabama's our biggest rival. I don't want them to win anything.
Since I was a kid, it was ingrained in me that I
don't want them to win anything.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, no, I don't care. The devil would have to put a football team on the field, and I'd have to sit there and decide who I was going to pull for.
Jesus will tell me I have to choose. Because I'm just not going to choose.
I will never cheer for Alabama to win anything. The only time I pull for anybody in the SEC outside of Tennessee is whoever that last leg of my parlay is.
Yeah,
it ain't got shit to do with you. It's all about me.
Yes, and that's like we were talking about, like fantasy football. Like it drove people in because I watch on Sundays outside of the Titans. It's strictly a player. I couldn't care. I do not want the Colts to win. I do not want the Jags to win. I don't want the Texans to win. I don't because they're crybabies, right? They still think, oh, it's our uniforms. We're the Oilers. No, you weren't. No, the Oilers are here. Your Texans are brand new. They don't have anything to do with the Oilers. They just stay down there. Nothing.
Totally different franchise.
Yes, but it's just I don't even know where I went off on.
That's like what is there to do in Seattle? It's beat the Seahawks' ass and leave. That's the only things to do in Seattle.
Yes. So
same holds true for LA. Same holds true for Phoenix. Go in there, beat your ass, and go home. That's what they're doing in those places.
You're right. And sports is an accepted form of hate.
That's right. We don't hate anybody. It's collective. So it's okay. It's in the Geneva Convention. Yes. Look it up.
Yeah. Let it be.
All right. Well,
we
ran over because we don't ever really put a time limit on this thing, but we've cracked the 1 hour.
Some people have told me they can only take so much of me, so there is time limits.
Well, we're in the same boat then because as somebody tell me one time, I was like jalapeno. They could only handle me in small doses. So.
Yes. Facts.
But anyway, well, hopefully, I see we have quite a few people tune in and check it out. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you very much.
And I'll apologize that I was not good. Not good today. I tell you what, I will put in the work. It is my vow to you. It'll be better Thursday. Just watch.
Farris, no matter what you come on here and say, there's always the entertainment value. So when you're given totals and projections in week 5 based on week 2 games, it'll be fine.
Yeah, people just.
I'll let you do it. I'll just gently, kind of like Kirk did with Coach Corso sometimes, just gently interject.
Yes.
And just let you keep going because
that's a good analogy right there.
Alone is worth all of the complete misinformation that you're spitting out.
We're like the Coach and Kirk of podcasts.
Yes, that's right.
I'll have me a weekly stat correction on the Dropping the Hammer podcast Twitter page so that I can fix everything stupid I say live.
Yeah. No, it's all good. You do a great job. You wouldn't be here if you didn't.
So. I love it. And week was this the third time, and I would like to say it's gotten better each time, but that was a damn lie. And, so it just fingers crossed I get better.
Oh yeah, it'll be fine. You know the meme where the whole place is burning. The guy sitting there. It's fine. Yeah, everything's fine.
Everything is okay.
Fine. It'll be fine, Farris. It'll be fine.
Trust me.
But everybody that tuned in, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
I know. We love every one of you.
Absolutely, man. Family doesn't mean blood, so it's great to have everybody that joined in at whatever point, and really
maybe from another state.
Hopefully you took something constructive away from this.
Yes.
Because there's it's all numbers based. It's all gut feelings, and hopefully we gave you something that you can use this week. We'll be back on Thursday night to take a deeper dive.
Before Thursday night football.
Yes, that's right. Before Thursday night.
So as you're sitting down, relaxing after work, and you're thinking, "What do I do for this next hour?"
Yep, we
got you.
You don't need to worry about pregame.
You go from us right into the Manning, or that's
right.
See,
that's right.
Just another.
We'll give you.
I don't even know the day of the week stuff comes on. I'm so
all the days end in Y, so it doesn't really matter. But we'll give you Farris will give you a game stack or two for the Thursday.
It will be better Thursday, because by Thursday I'm actually putting my own personal money on things, so therefore I can promise you it'll be better.
Yeah, I can vouch for that. Farris wouldn't do anything he didn't believe in involving money. So
no, I'm very poor,
and I'm the same way. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you to do this or do that from betting a prop or whatever that I don't do myself. So everything I put out on this podcast, tomorrow with Josh, Friday with Loose Bets, me going rogue on my own, whatever it is, I don't put anything out here that I don't personally bet myself, because I am not that guy that's going to tell you to do this, that, or the other and not pan out. So if I give you something and it doesn't hit, I lost too. So don't at me.
Every member that's working with the Dropping the Hammer podcast, we are who we are. We're honest and we have faults, and you're gonna know. And I mean, I'm extremely way too honest and visible. Way too much. I hear it all the time from my family. They're like, just stop. But no, that's why they love me.
Not enough people speak truth in this world, Farris.
They don't. And I actually mean no harm to anything. Truth is not anger.
No, it's not. Facts are facts. Believing in it or being upset by it doesn't change it. It's still fact. So,
and we saw
you got a problem with anything you got a problem with anything that's truth, and it ain't a problem. It ain't a me problem. It's a you problem kind of thing. So
that's on this podcast. They get fantasy, betting, DFS, life advice. I mean,
where are you gonna get that? What other handicapper or what other sports show is going to give you life lesson advice?
Yeah, from people that have screwed up enough, they know how to tell you to do the right thing.
That's right. Yeah. Sometimes you got to do it wrong to understand how it works. So this right
here is from experience.
I didn't get all this gray hair and it's only right here. I know the camera's not great, but it's just right here. I have no gray hair on my head. I got a little bit of gray.
Nobody expected to see Farris this close tonight, did you?
But I get all these gray hairs from being a complete idiot my whole life. So
I've gotten smarter recently as I get older. My daughter told me that your frontal lobe or something like that, some part of the brain fully develops in your 20s. And I told her, I think I was 44.
Yeah. Well, and two, your brain's just getting bigger and bigger. That's why your hair got so short.
Look at his noggin.
Your brain outgrew your hair.
There ain't nothing. It just...
All right, now I'm just telling lies, and I got to stop. So, but anyway, again,
I want everybody to have a great night.
Thank you so much. We love you. Appreciate you tuning in. Check back next time, bro. Great as always. Man. Always enjoy it, and we'll crank this thing back up again on Thursday night.
Yes, sir.